up to the sunrise, let the day begin. Johnny and Mark are here, let the laughter in. With every sip of coffee, feel the warmth inside. Conversations and humor take you for a ride. Your morning boost with Johnny and Mark, a perfect blend of laughter, igniting the spark, inspiration and insight. Join the journey, let them light your way. It's a brew of connection, a world to explore, a network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you. As the day unfolds, carry what you've heard, inspire and inform with every single word. Johnny and Mark beside you as you start a new day, the morning show that lifts you through and through. A network of voices opening the door. With Johnny and Mark, feel the power of two, a morning tradition just waiting for you.
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
See the special man.
You got the dollars, make me an offer. New England Cajun Roots, Johnny understands.
Johnny understands.
Let him have it with no problem, see the special man. Let him have it with no problem, see the special man.
Hello, good morning, and welcome on this crispy -7 degrees here in Massachusetts.
Well,
And how is your temperature?
we're at 13 degrees.
Oh boy.
I know, tropical heat wave.
First in the chat is Little Debbie. Hello, good morning, and welcome.
Hey,
And how
Little
are you
Debbie.
doing? Little Debbie says in Myrtle Beach it's 21 degrees and feels like 15. Regina, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? It's 18. Ooh, a little bit warmer than Mark. Dance, smile, giggle, truth, hope, love, wish. I like this. Most of all, enjoy your moments of the journey. Appreciate where you are at this moment, and instead of always focusing on how.
Well,
What?
that is kind of where we're going this morning.
And what's interesting is, yeah, because that's our topic for the day, basically. Prayers for all those without powers. Thank God we didn't lose our power. Oh, Lord Jesus, it was some cold last night. And Glenn, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? We wound up with 22 inches of snow in the last 2 days. 21 this morning. Ouch, that is cold for y'all down in Louisiana. Chrissy and Stacy, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are y'all doing? Good to see
Chrissy,
you.
Stacy.
You're wearing 2 hats to keep your head warm. Regina says, no hats here. It'll mess up my hair. Yes, I am. We were able to go on Facebook today. For some reason, Facebook was not working yesterday. It's working today. Carol, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you
Hey,
doing?
boo.
You're welcome. The girl vibes. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are
Hey,
you?
baby girl.
Good to see you. Welcome.
I'm going to turn some heat on.
Mine stays on. And Jeffrey, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. And Jay, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you?
Hey.
Good to see you. Welcome. Yeah, right? That's our topic. You're going to see when we go our topic. Angie, hello, good morning, and
Angie.
welcome. And how are you doing?
I got the sweetest card from her.
Aw.
Thank you, honey.
And don't forget today at 1:30, I will be on with the Friends Selling with Friends on Janine's channel.
Yes,
That being said, Mark, what do you got going on this week?
the Friend Selling with Friends today.
Yep.
Tomorrow morning, I'm going to be with Janine's again. And then Wednesday night is the Denise and Michael show on Two Old Guys channel. And Saturday, I'm going to be part of the Train Shop Hop.
Yep.
And this Sunday, we're going to have Johnny and Glams.
Awesome sauce. And of course, today I'll be on at 1:30 with Mark and Janine's on Janine's channel at 1:30. This Saturday, the reseller community train sale, shop hop sale will be this Saturday, starting at 12 o'clock on my Cajun Roots Resellers Adventures channel. If you would like to be on the one for February 28th, I do have 4 spots left. Anyone can join. Remember, you can either do it as a premiere. I do have a how to do your premieres video, as well as, or you can do it in a 30-minute live slot, as long as you do your 30 minutes. You're preparing for your colonoscopy for tomorrow. Ooh.
Carol, make sure that stuff is cold. Put it in the
Yeah.
freezer.
Ooh, Andrew said it's 14 degrees in Mississippi this morning. What? Yeah,
I saw
girl.
they had a lot of Mississippi. They had a lot of freeze and power lines down because trees falling.
Yeah, I saw. I still get the WWL TV Channel 4 news where I used to live in New Orleans, and I still get that on my phone. It was amazing on how many video clips or news clips I was getting of how many accidents were happening in the South. It was amazing. It was a lot. Try to be Sunday because there's no football.
Well, thank you, Jeffrey. You know,
Diehard Patriots fan, right? I can care less, be honest with you. My team ain't on there, so yeah. I might just watch it for the. I like to watch it for the commercials. How many of y'all just watched the Super Bowl for the commercials or the halftime? Yeah, Carol, you got this, girl.
I can't sit that long.
Neither can I. No, not me.
Should I make perhaps if it'll slush for you? Yes.
You should better put it in the freezer. It should be okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
But the colder, the better.
I don't see why not.
I'm speaking from experience. The colder, the better.
Jay says I don't follow sports ball stuff. Again, I used to when I was in Louisiana, and every now and then I do get to watch the Saints play. But then that New Orleans Saints is the only team I really like watching. But no matter what. And Miss D, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Little Debbie says, I love my Bad Bunny and Green. Wait, what?
Now, I would kind of like to see that, but we'll see. I can't sit that long.
Yeah, I usually don't either. I don't know. I just can't do it. Not me. And I don't do tailgating and all that kind of stuff. If it's not in the house.
Oh, Lord, no.
No, I don't go out to the public. Blue Flaw, Laura, hello, good morning, afternoon. I am sorry, Carol. I'm having.
Yeah, they're not any fun, but the colder that stuff is, the easier it is to drink.
Well, you know, they do have the different flavors. If you choose, or you can do the flavored ones.
Oh, they only give us the lemon lime one. Ugh.
When I did that, was it 6, 7 years ago? They gave it to me with mixed berries, or I could have did lemonade or something else. It was like 3 different flavors to choose from.
Yeah. Well, they're coming up in the world then, but
yeah,
colder the better.
I think it was just right. I don't think Robert had any flavors in his. He might have had orange, maybe. I don't remember now. Robert had to do one last year, but he had the big jug. Yeah, he had that big one. Anywho, hope everybody was safe. Hope everybody got to stay warm. Hopefully nobody's dealing with no electricity. Robert thought he had to do that this year, but they told him no at the last minute.
Miralax, Duckalax, and Gatorade.
Yeah, that's what I had to get him, but at the last minute.
Okay. See, I've never done. I've always gotten the one from the hospital. and it's
Well,
the
but
lemon
you
lime.
still have to do that too. He's got usually it's one container and that. Last year they had him with two and all of that. But then that Robert called to make sure, and they said no, don't do all that. And that make sure it's not red Gatorade, right?
Yeah, can't be anything red, not blue. Yeah, not blue or purple either.
Yeah, I had to get him the clear one, the clear Gatorade drinks. Yeah, you can't have any certain colors in it. Yep. Get powered or relax. It can be.
I have to do every year, so
I didn't know that. Yeah, I don't have to do it every year. Um, but last 2 years, no, the last two times they sent me that kit in the mail, and you just send it back. I did that 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I think I got to do it every 5 years now.
Cola Guard. Yeah,
Powerade, that's what I got,
that's
Robert.
fun.
Powerade, that's what he drinks. The no sugar, a sugar-free one is what I get him. But I get him the clear one. He had to get I don't know how many ounces of that he had to drink. And
You know,
yeah,
it's a gallon at least.
yeah. All right, everybody, it's getting to that time. It's going to be our topic of the day. So without further ado, let's get into our topic of the day. You're getting disgusting.
I can't help this. Carol, just practice your Kegel exercises.
It's never too late to stop focusing on what went wrong. Focus on how far you have come. We all make mistakes. It's not what we do with it, but turn it into something positive. Remember your great qualities and your worthiness.
Amen.
That's why we were laughing
Because,
earlier, because that's what our
and
topic was today.
huh?
I was telling Regina that's why we were laughing, because that was our topic for the day.
Um, be, and my 2 cents is going to be whatever went wrong, you learned from it. Let's see, Tuesday thought. You can forgive people without welcoming them back into your life. Apology accepted, access denied. Amen, Ellen. Yes.
Let's see. Let me get back to this one over here. You can forget people without welcoming them back into your life.
This one has been difficult for me for a couple of times with
That is so true, little Debbie.
what
Effort is the reward.
yep.
Hello, Jennifer. Welcome. Good morning.
The people that give you the hardest time or that have taught you the lessons, taught you things you didn't want to know. Let's put it like that. Have you been your greatest teachers?
You know,
And
we
you
need to
have
stop
to,
looking at the would have, could have, should have, would have, could have. It gets you nowhere. Only you
yep,
can do the best that you can to turn it into something positive. And Mark's right about that with your teachers, of somebody who may have taught you something when you were younger. You don't realize it till it comes into play. What's interesting that sticks in my mind this weekend is I've been seeing a lot of different videos and commercials. And one of the biggest things is, for example, when you're trying to succeed at something, think of it as if you're going fishing. And you throw your cast into wherever you're fishing. Do you throw that first cast, you don't get a bite, you reel it in and you go home? Or do you throw it back in until you catch something worthwhile to keep? Life is the same way. Sometimes you have to keep casting those things out to see what works until it does. And that's why I kind
mhm,
of put that together with the fishing part, because it's like, think about it. If you're going out fishing somewhere and whether you're on the banks or in a boat, in a lake or a river or wherever, and you go out throwing that fishing line, do you reel it back in and just say, okay, I didn't catch anything, I'm done for the day? No, typically you enjoy yourself and you go out and you keep fishing until you catch something that's worthwhile keeping, or a couple of things that you catch until you can keep and bring it back home and cook it, right? Same thing with life lessons. And I just saw Heather come in.
Hey,
Hello, good
Heather.
morning and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. So that's what I was thinking about this weekend. It's like, that is so true. Why is that sticking in my head this weekend? I don't know, but it did. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you, Heather.
And so life is the same way, you know, keep casting out until you catch what you want, or until you get what you want, and what you're doing. If you keep doing the same thing and you get the same results, what you got to do? Change it to get a different result of what you want. I
Yep.
always, I've always learned that if something went wrong, never ended in disgrace. That's right. That's true. Do it again until
Yep.
you get it right. That's so true.
Oh, my grandkids, they just,
Good morning, Joanne. She said it is 4 degrees here in Ohio. Feels like -8. Yeah. Well, good morning, hello, and welcome. And so, what are some of the lessons you've learned growing up from somebody that you looked up to? I told this to my dad the other day because I call him on a regular basis. And I thanked him for teaching me the things that he taught me when I was growing up, which I didn't think I would ever need. But I know when I was growing up, my dad always said he didn't want us in home ec. We would never need it, and it's not for boys. But to this day, I did call him the other day and thank him because the things that I have to keep up with in this house on your regular plumbing and electricity and things that you need to do around the house to keep your house clean and set and all that kind of stuff. I wouldn't have known and learned that unless my dad taught me. So I had to tell him the other day, "Thank you for teaching me those little things. It helps." Good morning, Cheryl. Happy birthday.
Cheryl, I'm sorry, hon. Her dog Roxy died last night.
Wait. Who?
She's
Rosa
not
Maria.
having a happy birthday. My dog Roxy died last night.
I'm sorry to hear that, Cheryl.
Oh, hon.
Aw. I am so sorry to hear that. They like children. It's hard.
Absolutely.
Good morning, Stephen. Hello, good morning. Welcome
Morning,
to
Stephen.
yourself and keep focusing on what you do. That is true. And good morning, Stephen. I have learned I'm done fishing. Cabin ready to cook and catch. That's right. Catch and cook. That's right. It is hard. It is hard.
Yeah, Cheryl.
I
My
understand
heart.
that.
Oh, my heart goes out to you.
I'm no, what was it, 2 years, 3 years ago? No. Yeah, 3 years, because we've had China for 3 years. It'll be 4 years in June or July. And I'll never forget the day that we were coming back on the 4th of July weekend, coming back home. And I get the phone call from the daycare where my dogs were that she was not in good condition. By the time I got there, she already passed away. And then exactly 1 week later, my other dog died. It is not easy. It is
I
hard when you lose your children. That's your first,
um
your children. It's gonna be
when
hard, yeah.
when Nelson died, uh I I can't do it. That's why we don't have well, we've got the neighbor's dog, but yeah, I
Yeah,
can't do
it's
it.
a lot to go through. Sorry to hear that, Cheryl.
If I think about it too much, I'll be in tears. So
Yeah. But back to our topic of the day. You want to think about what are some of the things that you were taught when you were young that you use now in your life today that you didn't realize you would have to use in the future. I
or
do
how much
think
do you sound like your parents?
yeah, that's true. But I have to say too, though, like for little things, like even fixing things, small things on my car, without having to go to a mechanic. I thank my dad for doing that with me because I was right there every summer when he had a car in the driveway that he was fixing for somebody because he was a mechanic. I was there wanting to learn, and that's how I learned different tools that go with different things. He did a lot with transmissions, so that taught me how to take apart a transmission and put it back together. I am very grateful that I was able to have a teacher like that in my life, and to this day I still use those things that he's taught me. And then my grandmother.
People who don't have kids don't oh, if they've never had an animal, they'll
Yeah,
okay.
that's not true.
I'm up in years. I'm not no, I'm not putting
Not
myself through that.
more than 17 years. Yeah. It's not easy, Johnny. Whenever you get a chance, I sent you something in it. Yes, I did, and I replied to that already. You know, like I tell you, and I tell everybody else, Jeffrey, you do what you have to do. That is like what, 4 or 5 months away. I understand, but you do what you got to do, Jeffrey. I did reply to your message, by the way. Yeah, I know all about that. We do know. Yeah, we know. Only way I could ever do that was to get together. Pat. Routine could cause OCD. Oh, okay. So yeah,
All
Jeffrey, you do
right.
what you do, boo. I understand. I hear that. I know. So anywho, so Mark, what is something that comes to your mind? And I'm trying to get the chat involved and change this. I understand we have some bad news, but we need to change it back to positive. What is something that you remember and you recall that someone taught you that you didn't think you would use today?
Don't pet a burning dog.
What? Wait, what did you just say? Did you say don't pet a burning dog?
Don't pet a burning dog.
Where
And
did that come from? Oh my God, James, my BBF from New Orleans. Hey, haven't you heard from you in a long time? I do this every morning, Monday through Friday. James, where you been? Good morning. I used to have my very first thrift store, antique store at his place in New Orleans. He and I used to live close to each other, went to the same church together. How are y'all doing?
haven't heard from
Super
you
cold
for
here
a
in New
long
Orleans.
time. I
But
was going to say,
James, we had 22 inches of snow in 2 days, and it's -7 degrees right now in Massachusetts. Ah, y'all getting ready for Mardi Gras? I don't miss it. That's the trouble with young generations today. They don't want to listen, and old people don't sit down. You know, that's another thing. I, to this day, my stepmother is 97 years old. Every time I call my dad, which is on a regular basis, almost every week on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday, or whatever, as many times as I want, and my stepmother can tell me stories that every time she tells me, I don't say I heard that already. I don't say, oh, yeah, you told me that. I just let her say, because guess what? Every time she might have forgot a detail and she tells me again. I love it. I love hearing those stories. Things
um,
we could learn in the future. And that's true.
and James, my oldest granddaughter, here in the last 6 months,
Angie,
called me, and she says, "Papa, you didn't think I was listening, but I'm sounding more like you every day."
Carol, he's on the Facebook side. James is on. If you look right here, you see the F behind his name. He's on Facebook. I also simulcast. I started last week and simulcasting also on Facebook. I tried doing it again. I didn't do it yet on this platform a year since I've been on this one for a year, and I did it. But he's on the Facebook side. That's why you don't see him in the chat. Yeah, that's why, Carol. You don't see James. Yeah. And how are you doing, Angie? Good to see you. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And Ashley.
Angie,
Hello, good morning, and welcome. How
Ashley,
are you doing? Yep, he's on Facebook, Carol. You see, they all got it, Carol. Wake up, girl. Yeah, you won't see Facebook in the chat, but you'll see it in the screen when I open it, and you don't see that YouTube mark. You see the Facebook marking. That means they're commenting on Facebook side. Yeah, I just started doing that recently. Also, I want to ask everybody, have you seen that the advertisement ads have stopped as much as it used to as of the last 2 weeks ago? I figured out why. They did an update. I'm going to do a video I'm going to publish on why and what you got to do if you are monetized, because I didn't realize this till I went into my settings this weekend. I haven't heard anybody complaining yesterday or today about it, and I didn't say that until I wanted to hear if y'all saw it. But nobody complained since yesterday about all the extra ads y'all were seeing. It's because they changed the settings, and I had to go in and manually change it myself. It's a new thing that they did when they did an update. It changed it. I've never seen them. I think I have ad blocks. Well, if you have Google, if you're using YouTube, if you have YouTube Premium, you won't see the ads. But for those who don't have YouTube Premium, the last 2 weeks, everybody's been saying how there's been more advertisement than usual. That's why. I figured it out. I'm working on a video that's going to come out about what you need to do and a couple of things that have been added to settings in Facebook and YouTube. I've never seen them. Yeah, I don't. I have that as well. YouTube Premium. I am also enjoying talking to older people that can keep learning
Oh,
stories.
yeah. I learned so much.
Yeah, and I love it. I love hearing the stories from my stepmother. I can't pick a specific person, but I can remember certain situations, and that's a good thing. I have I have him, so I don't see that as they give us back. Yeah, and one of the things, yeah, what it says in there, stop mid rows ads. There's a way you can change it. I will be doing a. Oh, I don't pay for premium. Okay, are you on somebody else's plan? Because if you have YouTube Premium, you can have up to five members on your YouTube Premium. I've had to be independent since only real lessons I've learned is that someone else is to always pay your rent. Yeah, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Place over your head.
John Robert,
Robert, hello.
good
Good morning.
morning.
Welcome, and how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. You know, that's so true. A lot of our lessons that we learn, why not share it with others? You know, we can turn around and, yeah, why keep it to ourselves? Share what you've learned with others. Again, especially like when you have new people in our community and they're wanting to learn, let's teach them. Let's be a community and teach each other. That's what it's all about. Carol says, I always listen to you, Carol. Yes, they have. And that's one thing I got to say about my stepmother. I've learned so many different stories about her and her past and her lives and her ex-husbands and past husbands and her children. And it's always amazing to hear those stories because you got to remember they lived in a different era than we did. And so you get to learn what they went through compared to what we're going through. And every generation's different. So why not share that? I remember back when. You remember that? One thing I'll never forget is when you see somebody that's older than you and you get older and they say, I remember when you were in diapers. Lord Jesus, I hope it was a clean one. That was my first reply. You know what I'm saying? But I use a lot of my brother's account. I don't think so, but I use a lot of my brother's account. So yeah, that could be. You can have up to 5 members on your premium account. If you are somebody else's, then that's why. It's based on your email for your YouTube channel. You may think they were rambling, but and I love it. I love listening to her. It's amazing. I love it. Give them a time and listen. You'll be amazed at the stories you can hear about what they went through.
Michael.
Michael, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. And you know, it's a pleasure to be able to sit there and listen. And it's so much you can learn. I enjoy it. I love it. I will say premium at the top of your page next to YouTube icon on a computer anyway. What? It will say premium on the top page of your YouTube icon on your computer anyway. Okay. You know, I never noticed that. No, not you, Jay.
What?
Don't say. Conversations with
That's
older
true.
people. Tremendously not coming out. Yes, and that's so true. I remember when I didn't say I didn't come out yet because I was going through my divorce and I started meeting up with another coworker. And then I started meeting up with older people. And I say that in general because they've been out longer than I have. And to learn what they went through before I was able to come out was amazing. And that's in anyone. It's still hard today for some, especially for the younger generation. Again, not all of them, but some of them are really out there. You know how that's how you know if you. Oh, okay. And you know, I never noticed that, Ellen. I never noticed that. I need to because I know I have Robert on my account and I have 3 of my YouTube channels or 4 of my YouTube channels. I have 5 total. I think only 4 are tied into it. But yeah, you can have up to 5 as long as it's the email connected to whatever YouTube channel you're using. All right, Mark, I'm going to go ahead and start dropping links if you want to take over the chat for a minute.
Okay.
Let's see. I got to cheat, y'all. I can't do like Jennifer and just throw out them links in the chat. I got to cheat. Your dad was a mechanic too, John? That is awesome.
See, my dad was a mechanic too. I did all of our own car repair. Then I would experiment with cooking while doing roller sets and backcombing. Then did gardening and all this during the 70s.
I
All
did the
right.
same thing with my grandmothers. Both of my grandmothers always grew. Like my grandmother on my mom's side, she was for some reason she loved fig trees, which she had in her yard. But come to find out, I didn't know this when I'd go to her home on the weekends and on the summertime. She would have me pick the figs, and I couldn't understand why. She would always have these long gloves on to pick them. But come to find out, she was allergic to the milk from the figs.
Really?
We didn't know that. She never told me until one day I asked her. I said, Grandma, why are you always here wearing these gloves? And when I come in, you let me pick the figs. And that's why. I didn't know that.
We totally changed the trajectory of Braden's life, Jay. He was very well grounded and successful, but when his parents threw him out at 18 for being gay, it could have gone totally wrong. Yeah, that's true.
That's true. Yeah. But the main thing about that too is I enjoyed my grandmother on my dad's side had a big garden. It was in the back of my uncle's house, and I would love going with her and help her picking up all the fruits and vegetables that we had in the yard. Grapes on the grapevines. Oh my God, it was so nice. And that's how I learned how to garden. I learned how to cook from my grandmother. And you know the best thing to do, and I wish to this day there was some recipes that I had, but I still remember them. But to do it and do a video on it, I have to write the recipe down. That's one of the things I have to start doing because there's so many things that I remember. But you know how you have that one little flavor you just can't figure out what it was? I wish it was all written down. That was my only downfall when I was growing up. I wish I had them written down.
Yeah.
Recipes, yeah.
I was always in the kitchen with my grandma
That's what
or my aunt.
Carol sleeping in late, going to bed late. What? Oh, Carol, you might like that. Oh, oh Lord Jesus, Carol. Yeah, Jeff, we will be this weekend. Yep, but it won't be as bad as it was the last 2 days. Oh Lord, it was almost as high as my hips. It was hard getting all that out the driveway last night. Thank God for my neighbor. Which went to our topic yesterday, and which we were talking about yesterday. Things happen at a time that you would least expect it. My neighbor was one. That is the love in the. Yeah, exactly. That's what I always said too, Regina. But I do have to say, I did start writing down some of the recipes, but I need to get with my sister because there's some recipes I would love to make, and I wonder if she has them. Because they basically got a lot of that stuff when my mom passed away. And I really would love to try it.
My grandson and I were making meatloaf one
So,
time.
Carol, you better watch what you bargain for, girl.
And
Looks like
we were just about ready to get it mixed up. And I turned to him and I said, "Have we got everything in there? Are we missing anything?" And he said, "No, we put love in it."
that's one of the things too. Back in the day, they just I know there was a lot of recipe books and all, but like for me, I remember I do have a cookbook that I entered some of the recipes that I did have written down. We used to do a church recipe book, and a lot of times I would bring some of those things to church for our Sunday church. What you call that again? Fellowship is what we used to have. So no recipes, just add spices until this. Yeah, exactly, right, Michael. And when somebody asked me about doing cooking videos, it's like, you know what though? I don't have anything written down. How would I know what to put in a recipe on a video? So then I had to start getting into writing it down, measuring each thing, and at least try to get the recipe down close as possible. And it's not always easy when you know everything by heart or you know exactly. Because remember, you can always add to a recipe, but you can never take it out if you put too much in it. Also, just to let everybody know, I did drop all the links for Jennifer's YouTube channel. her Etsy store, Buy Her a Milkshake. But also, I did drop the link in that's pinned at the top of the chat. If anyone would like to come on and promote your channel or you have anything going on, you're more than welcome to come on up and join us and promote your channel.
That's true, Michael. No recipe, just add spices until the spirits of your ancestors said, yes, stop.
I don't know if you knew Pete Fountain's son. Yes, I did. We still do. We still do our potluck first on the month of every month. Okay, yeah. If we do, I still have the cookbook, but his husband fell off the ladder and hit his head and didn't make it. Oh no!
Oh,
They had the
man.
antique store on Decatur. Yes, I remember that. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah, I still have the cookbook too. It's on my shelf upstairs in my kitchen. I still need to go back through and get some of the recipes out of it. Well, I did not know that, James. You come from a long line of bad cooks. What? Well, good morning, Scarlett. Hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Just got the comic in Wedgwood. Mark.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, she does.
Good. I'm glad they made it.
I wish I learned more recipes from my Portuguese grandmother, but I didn't learn some of the. Okay. I bet that would be good too. Yeah, we did a cookbook for our church, and we used to do the potluck. We called it Potluck Sunday. Thank you, James, for reminding me. We used to do it every first Sunday of the month, or every other week. We used to do it every week. That was fun. A little way of gathering after church. Yesterday, shoveled and couldn't get warm. Yeah, I hear that. John said, "I wish I learned." Okay, that was John. Back from the eye doctors. Well, you can see now how many fingers I got up.
Good.
My dad used to always do that to us. It's 4 fingers and a thumb, not 5. Well, it's very nice talking to you both, y'all. I gotta warm up and get out of the house. It's cold. Aw. You too, James. It's always good to see you. I always keep up with you on Facebook.
Hey, nice to meet you, James.
Yeah, I used to go where I lived. It was not that far from him. It was walking distance. And I used to go visit him all the time. He used to always have parties. Mardi Gras, one of the Mardi Gras parades would pass right by his house.
Yeah.
And party there because that's where the band would set up before the parade route. They still do that, James? Before you leave, I hope you're still here to answer that question. I don't know if they still do it that way. Let's see. Good morning. I can't cook. My mom always said if you can't read a recipe, you can't do the ketchup. I still have my church. But yeah, I do too. Bless. Awesome. It's always good to see other people from Louisiana coming in the chat. Okay, Michael says his mom, refuge that lived in the French, British, Spanish. She taught me. Oh, okay, that's good. Do you still do a lot of those recipes? It's always fun though. I still do certain things that my grandmother taught me. Like the only thing I wish I could do, which I don't do a lot anymore because I'm trying to keep up down my weight, is the blackberry dumplings. She used to use the cheese sauce. Oh my God, they were so good. Andrew's in Wisconsin there too. Yeah,
Yeah.
of course he does. Awesome, Michael. But yeah, even if you learn things from your grandparents, your aunts, your uncles, somebody who raised you, those things mean a lot when you can take and put them into your life today. That is like a big reward, that's like a treasure you need to keep and pass on. Good morning, Mia. Did someone say
Good morning,
Louisiana?
Mia.
Yeah, my friend from Louisiana, my New Orleans friend James Garcia was in the chat. He was chatting off of Facebook with us. I'm so glad I go back to doing Facebook now with the morning show. There's been several people coming in from there. I miss. And how's the hubby doing? Hope he's recovering really well. Al, hello, good morning and welcome. And how are you
Morning,
doing?
Al.
Good to see you. Welcome. Mia, Mia, Mia. Good morning. Hope y'all
I
doing.
will be back in just a minute.
Okie dokie. All right. Yes, they do. Awesome. Mid City is the big thing. People now camp out. Yeah, I remember they used to camp out and get spots where they want. Spots for Demian. Yep. I missed the morning house. I missed my house. I missed the times we had there with the church. So you don't live in that house anymore? That was a nice house. I used to love going there for your Halloween parties. Johnny, that sounds great. Raspberry dumpling. You know, I never did raspberry dumplings. I don't see why you couldn't, because blackberry dumplings, my grandmother would cook them a certain way, and then she would put the cake mix. She would actually use regular cake mix. You know, I bet that would be just as good. Raspberry dumplings. You know, I never tried it. But my grandmother had in her side of the yard where we grew up in her at our house. She always had blackberry bushes, and we used to go pick them all the time. My brother and my sister couldn't because they had always had gotten the poison ivy, which I never did, thank God. But I love. I don't know. I don't think we ever did raspberries. Come to think about it, but they'd be good. I have a blackberry bush. Actually, to black. Is it black raspberries growing in my backyard? Um, this will be my third year they've been planted. One thing I can't replicate is our spinach. Really? Boy, I bet that would be good though, John. I never had raspberry dumpling. I wonder if anybody else. I do a lot of chicken and dumplings. So James, did you still live in the area? I need to check up with you on Facebook. You still got the same phone number if I call you? Because I do. My number's still the same. Even though I moved to Massachusetts, I still have the same phone number. I keep up with the church on the Facebook page when they have their services on the weekend. Yeah, I watch the services on the Facebook. No, is he Jamia? I would have never known that. And I've met him. I know what you're talking about, girl. Oh, Mia, I understand, boo. He hit his head last night doing during my live. I had to stop in the middle. He's fine. Just stubborn. No, not hubby. Glenn, hello. All right, Glenn, don't work too hard. Thank you so much. You got a cha-ching?
Have a good day, Glenn.
Awesome, Glenn. You know, you're always good luck in the chat because you always have a sale when you come in the chat. I like that. Also, don't forget with the sales. Don't forget every Friday we do the Would You Buy It or Would You Leave It? That's every Friday morning on this channel. The man fell and busted his head on the live show. Girl. Oh, Lord have mercy. Yeah, right? I'm surprised it's not hurting. I love raspberries, but I never tried a raspberry dumplings before. I have to try it one day. I tend to watch this show when I'm up early enough TV instead of on my. Oh, thank you. We're on the big screen, Mark.
Ooh, how we look?
Well, let me make sure all my hair and my chin is all even. Yeah, okay.
Betty Louise got a new outfit yesterday.
Ooh, look at her. She's ready to go out on the town.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm scared of her. I knew that, Mia. Yeah, I knew that. And if anybody wants to come on and promote your channel, you're more than welcome to that. Link is at the top of the chat. Also, please make sure you hit the thumbs up. That'd be greatly appreciated. What does everybody have going on this morning? Ellen says, don't pick your nose, boys. I would have
You
to turn
can
my
pick your
camera up.
friends, just don't pick your friends' noses.
That's right. Oh, we're on the big screen at Joanne's too. Lord Jesus.
Oh, wow.
We made it to the big screen now.
All right.
And you know what's interesting? Y'all say that. Robert and I watched YouTube on the main big channel TV downstairs, upstairs in the living room. Let's see. Selling moved out. Sellers moved out.
We had a clean crew yesterday, having the interior painted next week. Then we move in. All right.
Well, I thought it was a couple of months. That's pretty good then. You must have been only a one. Oh, okay. Congratulations. I know it's time for you to enjoy that new house. Yeah, it's always nice when you get a new house. I know when we first moved into our new house in New Orleans, in Covington, Louisiana, we were the first owners of it. And oh, I love the smell of a fresh new house. John said everything is still frozen here, so can't do much. I hear that. Don't pick and flip.
It
You
was
go out.
supposed to be, but they left early. Okay.
Okay, that's good. At least you got the rent paid in advance for it. I'm not playing with Terry and Joanne. I'm playing with Joanne. 111. It's just Todd. It's not just Todd. I wear a lady black chicks. Okay, with attitude. Uh oh. Johnny, I have black raspberry bushes. I can start you one that comes back every year. If you start me a fig plant, I can start it. Yeah, as soon as it comes back.
Oh, can you start me one too?
Yeah, what I'll have to do though is I will have to do it as soon as it starts coming out. I'll get one started. Yeah, I can do that. I
I'd
have a
love to
black
have a
raspberry.
fig tree. Mm.
Yeah, I have one that I planted 3 years ago. At the same time I planted the fig tree 3 years ago. It was
Well,
three
if it
years
would grow
ago.
up there, it ought to grow here.
Yeah, it grew. It every year though, it's been coming back thicker and thicker. So last year, I got one for Mia to get started, but I didn't have it. I should have got it long. Had the roots longer before I gave it to her. So I need to start them as soon as I can. Three laid back chicks with an attitude. I hear that, Joanne. Yeah, if I'm not mistaken, yeah, I do have a black raspberry that I planted it was 3 years ago in the first winter, the first before the first freezing last 3 years ago, and it's coming back thick every year. And I'm surprised my fig tree. Everybody kept saying you got to dig it up, turn it to the side, dig up the roots, cover the roots. So I don't. I just cover it with leaves and mulch. That's it. And it comes back every year thick. Because I've always had a fig tree.
Um, One year, oh, this is probably 15 years ago. I went, hey, abnormally normal. How are you?
I love it. Michael says, I wish I had hair that would do that, Johnny. Come back every year thicker and thicker.
We went
Abnormally. Okay.
normal.
All right. Let me go to your channel because that's your handle. Yeah, I've never had them before, but I did buy a plant, and it's been doing really well. Diane.
I know who that is.
Her name is Diane. Well,
Yes,
good morning, hello, and welcome. And how did you hear about the channel? From Mark? Mark said he knows it.
that could have been.
And welcome. Everybody give a big warm welcome for abnormally normal,
Or Diane.
or Diane. Let us know what you prefer to be called. I never.
Anyway, about 15 years ago, I went to Mississippi for a visit to a good friend of mine's Aunt Judy. Judy had fig trees. She's the one that taught me how to make cat head biscuits. Oh, had a wonderful time down there.
One thing I've learned with my grandmother is I take the figs and I'll cook them down and make a preserve out of it, and then make sure I freeze them in a quart-sized bag for at least 12 ounces. So when I go to do my baking, I can just take one bag out of the freezer at a time. Same thing with pumpkin. I'll roast them first, and then I make my pumpkin puree. I've been around a few times, probably when you were on with someone else. That might be true. It might be true. Well, thank you for coming in. Thank you for joining us. But I love those recipes back in the day. And those are things I don't remember, but my grandmother never had them written down. So, Mark, I got to go get me some coffee because my mug is empty. I'll be right back.
Okay. All right. But, oh, yeah, Aunt Judy. Mm-mm-mm. I'd wit. I wanted to see because she was talking about. Um, she had me go pick figs, and she said, "So tomorrow morning we're going to have sausage and cat head biscuits." And I said, "Cat head biscuits? I've never heard of them." She said, "Well, if you're up early in the morning, which I'm always up early in the morning," she said, "I'll show you." So we made cat head biscuits, and she had taken the figs that I had picked the day before, had a big old stainless steel bowl full. She had poured sugar all over the top of them. Oh my God. Mm-mm-mm. Oh, Abby. Okay. My name is Diane, but YouTube, some people call me Abby, like Abby Normal on Young Frankenstein. Well, I've never heard of chocolate gravy. That sounds good. So here we are. Here we are talking about food again. Like a warm pudding. Huh. I'll have to look that up. Never had chocolate. Yeah, I've never had it. Dang it, Mark. Now I want biscuits. That I'm guessing. Really? Whataburger? I've never had their biscuits and gravy, but that's what we had for dinner last night and breakfast yesterday or yesterday morning was homemade biscuits and gravy. Mm-mm-mm. Good morning, Mona. I'm missing out. Yeah, can you give us a Debbie, can you give us a rundown of what it is? Because I'm sure it's not Hershey's chocolate syrup squeezed. Robin, good morning, hon. Let's see. Nor me, but it sounds good like Vegemite. See, now that's something else I've heard stories, but I've never had it. Yes, put it in biscuits with butter. Oh yeah. Whataburger is good for craving, but not the best. Okay.
All right, I'm back.
Okay, so Debbie's saying cocoa powder, sugar, and flour.
What?
The chocolate gravy.
Yes, I actually did a video on it. I was,
Of course you did.
believe it or not, I don't know if y'all remember. I want to say his name was Dave and his wife. They do a car show now, a car video, but they did. It was preacher.
John Robert. Yes, that sounds good.
I can't remember his name, but it was chocolate gravy over biscuits. I have never done it before, but they said, yeah, you need to try it. So I did a video on it. Yeah, yeah, it was okay. It was different. All right, I'm trying to find where you at. Mona, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Oh, you right there. There you go. Pork chops. Yeah, I only cook everything with no bones because Robert does not eat anything with a bone in it. Resell, that's it. Yep, that's where I got it from. Nikki was the one that said, Johnny, you need to do that video. You have one? You ever did it? Yeah, try it. And I did, and it was good. That was Resell. Yep. Now he's got the channel also called as Restoration. Oh Lord. I've never did a Vegemite. I know it was a big thing that they kept talking about, but no. Yep, Rev and Nikki. That's it. Yep. But yeah, I've never had Whataburger. Is it
You've
similar
never
to?
had a Whataburger?
I've never been around one. Restoration. Yes, it. Yeah, I had a hard time pronouncing that channel name anyway. But I see them on Facebook posting a lot of videos and pictures. I can't believe how big them kids got already. Yeah, it was okay though, but it was not something that I would cook again. You know. Yeah, it does need something. Yeah, it was too sweet for me. Well, not actually because I use the dark chocolate cocoa.
Well, I have some of that in the cabinet.
I use it all the time. You've never had chocolate gravy, but I looked up the recipe. Sounds good. Yeah, Joanne, I did a video on it on my cooking channel. You know, kind of think about it. I wonder if it was on my first channel though. I'm trying to remember which channel it would be on. I don't know if I did it on this one or not. I wonder if it was on this one. What?
I've never, John Roberts comment coming up. Um, I've never heard it. I've heard it's nasty, but I've never heard it described like that.
What?
Vegemite is like axle grease. I tried it in New England and in New Zealand. Awful to me. Agreed. That's what it tastes like. Mm. I've heard it's an
Okay,
acquired taste.
it must be my channel that I have. The videos are unlisted. Oh, here it is. Cooking show that channel. Yeah, they're yeah. It's not there. I have to go back and put it back up. It's on the channel that I lost and I got back. That's why.
I tried spackle in New Jersey. Off what spackle?
I'm gonna have to
But
a fish, isn't it? I'm not sure. What is it? Liquid is. Cody used to always say that too. I miss Cody.
yeah,
She did not hold her tongue either.
no,
Yeah.
she didn't.
I went gutter after that comment. That's what it tastes like. Ugh. Robin, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing? Yeah, that's exactly what Cody would always say. Extra salty. Ooh. Cody used to always say that too. Because didn't they have a thing going on with like Larry, Victoria, and somebody else that were doing like a challenge with that Vegemite? Was it with you involved in that, Scarlett?
You don't want to know, Mark. I think she means scrapple, but maybe something else nasty. Okay.
Spackle. Yeah, Spackle
See
is.
that I agree, Joanne. That's what I thought. I still don't know what scrapple is.
Please let us know what that means, Robin. That must be something in your neck of the woods because I've never heard of it. Oh, okay.
It's like ground parts shaped like McDonald's hash browns. See, I don't know. Pork scraps in a loaf. Okay.
Shit.
What?
I was trying to do something in the chat and it made me. Jennifer, I'm sorry, it's back. I'm trying to highlight something in the chat and it came up with Jennifer's name because it's right below it. And I went to click on it and it gave her moderation away. And then I had to give it back. That's why I said that.
This show has just went south. We got Johnny Cussin and
Actually, it says it's a traditional Pennsylvania Dutch breakfast food. Oh, okay. Regionally used, consistent of pork scraps, liver, hearts, and trimming, boiled, minced, and mixed with cornmeal, flour, and spices like sage. You form it into a loaf, cool, slice, and pan fried until crispy. That just sounds downright nasty.
that kind of sounds like what I used to feed the dogs, lips and a-holes.
It's a Yankee thing? Okay, I've never heard of it.
Jennifer, I didn't do anything. Mike or Johnny did.
I took care of it. Yeah, I did, Jennifer. Let me double check. Yeah. Wait. Ah, add managing mod. Yeah, you're there. Yeah, you got it. You told you don't want to know. Yeah, evidently you slice it and fry it. That it just sounds right now nasty. Now you say it's a Yankee thing. I believe it. It does sound gross. Needs to just scrap the topic and start over. We always go back into getting into the topic of food. Always. Not this Yankee.
Had pickle lips, but never buttholes.
Ew. No, she's got it back. It just that the chat was flying so much, and I was trying to get it done. Did copy and paste to find out what that was because I've never heard of it. And I accidentally took her mod away, but it's back. She got it back. Yeah, she's got it back. Look at her. She's using it now. Oh, she got you, Scarlett. If you had a cheap hot dog, you probably have. Wow. This has went down from our topic to food as always.
Yeah.
Well, everyone is getting to that time. Our numbers are going down, and then you got other chats, other live shows coming up soon. And TZ, hello, good morning, and welcome. And how are you doing?
TZ.
Welcome. How have you been? Just a friendly reminder, don't forget, February 28th is our next month's Reseller Community Shop Hop Train Sale. If you would like to be part of it, remember you can either do it in a 30-minute live or upload pre-recorded premiere. And I do have 4 spots left. Mark, do you have any spots available for anybody that might want to join you on any of your shows that have open spots?
Not until April. Hold on a second. I have one spot April 14th, 2 spots May 12th, and 1 spot May 26th.
Robin, are you in somebody else's bid? Are you in somebody else's chat bidding on something? What's 17, girl? We're not having an auction here. She said 17. You must be bidding on something over there somewhere. You can always tell when somebody's doing multiple channels. Well, everybody is getting to that time. Don't forget today at 1:30. They start at 12. Is going 18. What y'all bidding on? I think he has a spot on the 17th of it. Oh, she said April 17th. Anywho, if anybody would like to come on after the show's over, that link is at the top of the chat. You're more than welcome to come up and join us. And don't forget, today at 1:30, I will be on with the Friends Selling with Friends on Janine's channel. And Mark, tell them a little bit more about what's going on as far as what time you actually start. I have March 17th mid-show guest spot open.
I think I'm on at 2. Well, it'd be 3:30 Eastern. We actually start the Friend Selling with Friends at noon. The first sale person is, isn't it you, Johnny?
I'm at 1:30.
Eastern.
Mm-hmm.
Then tomorrow morning, I'm going to be with Janice again for our morning sale. That is at 11 Eastern. And then Wednesday night is going to be Michael and Denise on Two Old Guys channel. And then Saturday, I am part of the train shop hop. And then Sunday, we have Johnny and Mark. What friend is Michael selling this time? It's hard to tell with those two. I can't answer that. I get them set up and let them run.
That's right.
Anyway, Johnny and Glams this Sunday. And it'll be the 1st of February
That's
already.
Right. Yep, already. All right, everybody. Don't forget also tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Mark sets it up for Mike, but it's just Mike and Denise. You don't see Mark on there. So definitely check them out.
You may see me for a minute.
Yeah, but not the show itself.
Nope.
As I always say before I end each and every show, you're more than welcome to join us if you would like to after the show's over. That link is at the top of the chat. And as I say before I end each and every show, love always. Love is always free. Please be kind to one another till we meet into another chat. Have a blessed and fabulous day. And until we meet again, later. Peace out, and y'all come back now. You hear?
First in the mornings, originally from the Bayou State of Louisiana. Here at Cajun Roots Reselling, you make me an offer and I'll take it. You got the dollars, go see Johnny, he's got it all.